What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Truck Talk, brought to you by me, inspired by my man, Chili. I'm thankful that you guys are here today. Thanks for joining me. It's been a while, but I wanted to share something with you guys that hopefully will make you think. That's the goal of today's Truck Talk, is just to hopefully help you consider maybe I should step back and think about the way that I'm going, all right? Maybe consider that, because there is indeed a way that seems right to a man, but its end is death. All right. Now, I lived in that way for a long, long time, and that's why this means so much to me. That's why it hits me so square, man, when I read that. There's a way that seems right to a man based off of what we've been taught, based off of the way we see people around us living their lives, based off of our culture, based off of our feelings, our desires. There's a way, and it does indeed seem right, which means that we could potentially be deceiving ourselves, essentially, or we have been deceived by believing a lie that we've witnessed or we've chosen to put our trust in. Now, I lived that way for a long, long time. I was in a way, and I thought, surely this is the right way. I'm serving my country. I'm doing great things. I'm a part of the tip of the spear in the military. I'm physically strong. You know, wow, what a fine example of a man I am. I'm doing things that, you know, other people would just dream of doing, right? I was convinced that I was in the way, that it was right. Well, ultimately, I was heading toward death. And I'm talking about spiritual death, eternal death. All right, not just physical death. And so we should step back and think every now and then, or consider our worldview, consider what we are putting our hope and trust in, what we believe, what we desire, what we will to do, and say, okay, am I in the way? But first of all, when we have to understand or agree upon what is the way, all right, that we should be in. The way that is leading us to life, the way that we need to walk in. Well, Jesus Christ, the Messiah, said, I am the way. All right? And what are some evidences of being in the way? Do you know that's what Christians were first called? If you go and read in the book of Acts, Christians were first called the people of the way. All right? What are some evidences that you are indeed in the way? Well, I can only talk to you from my personal experience. Since I was called out of darkness and placed in the way, right, in the truth, in the light, I want to tell you, when you walk in the way, you will increasingly feel like a stranger and an alien in this place that you're in. You might think you're losing your mind for a minute, because you're going to start to really not care so much about your nationalism, your identity as a whatever you want your identity to be. An ultra runner, a Navy SEAL, a millionaire, an American. You're going to start to kind of lose your passion for your opinions on things pertaining to this temporal world, your country, the things that are supposed to matter. Man, they're supposed to matter to us. What on earth? Well, when you become a stranger and an alien living in a place, you don't really have much say about the way that place is operating. Now, I know many of y'all have probably turned this off by now for me sharing with you these things, because it is so contrary to what we think is right. Step back and consider the way that you're in, the way that you're going, where it's taking you. Look for evidence. in your mind, in your spirit, your desires? Are you indeed in the way? These are the things that we should think about, that we should consider. These are the things that should keep you up at night. I love you guys. If you got anything out of this, go get you a hat, get you a t-shirt, keep my man Chili in the dungeon, and I'll keep these truck talks coming. Enough said.